more? Why hasn't it translated, or why haven't we seen more of him?
I mean, we try to get him more involved here a little bit. He's playing more, and it's just sometimes the ball doesn't go that way, right? There's only so many plays you have to make somebody a primary. If you're not the primary at that point, then it goes to the primary, and then it works its way across the board. So, and then look, Leaf's been in there quite a bit because Leaf's been a reliable guy for us. But look, his time's coming. Right now, he's helping us on special teams. He's a fill-in player on offense, and he's continuing to get better. We like him. It's patience, man. It'll come.
You've talked about trying to get.
All right, man. Let's talk about Dan Campbell. All right, I'll try to find a video of this. So if he said it, I'll try to find it. But if not, I'll put in. If so, I'll put the what he said on the screen. And he said, for the most part, he gave explanation why they wasn't using Isaac TeSlaa. And basically what he said, to paraphrase it and make it short, simple, and sweet, he basically said they wasn't using TeSlaa for the simple fact of, they wanted to ease him in. They wanted to develop him. They had an idea he'd be a special teams player. He'd play here and there, but he really ain't refined yet. He was a project player. And a lot of people getting tired of project players, bro. That's a fact. They drafted Manu Giovanni. He had one start at left tackle. And apparently I called it when they said, well, he's going to be a guard. I said, he's probably going to be a left tackle. They talking about how great an athlete he is, working out with Taylor Decker in the summer. And they were talking about how great of an athlete that he was going to be. And I said, he's going to be the left tackle. So he had one start versus Cincinnati. People thought it was bad. I didn't think it was as bad as people made it seem. Remember, this is a guy with limited football experience, and he got injured after the first game he played. I don't know where he at right now, but he got injured. Sonoy Vaki, he been injured. You moved up to draft a glorified special teams player. Shit, you should have left him at fucking safety, right? And I'm pretty sure there's been others that I really can't think of, but. For the most part, you trade all these picks. So had you not traded some of these picks, you probably would have had enough assets to get a Jalen Phillips. And I get it. You got to have far sight and near sight. And the number one thing that come to question was like, damn, y'all made it seem like y'all believed in these young receivers that you had. The one from George Lovett, the other guy that was Zadarius Smith, his nephew, and all that. Y'all seem to believe in the other receivers. Shout out to Brown Holmes for even knowing that Zadarius Smith heart wasn't in football and just kept it moving. I mean, I don't think I shouted him out for that, but while I saw my dome, no diddy. But you should have kept Tim Patrick. If you wasn't going to even start to develop Isaac TeSlaa, for the most part, TeSlaa is just taking up a roster spot. So if you wasn't even going to start to develop Isaac TeSlaa, that's a problem to me. Like it is like right now, he should be taking snap. He should be overtaking the snaps from Khalif Raymond by now. You don't have nobody to get the ball down the field with. No, not J-Mo, no other deep threat. You lost Laporta. So right now, why did you take Isaac TeSlaa as a receiver? And you can't depend on him when you need him most. And this is what you're missing. Tim Patrick can stretch the field. Big body guy, make the adjustments, catch the football. You know what I'm saying? Like that was a good pickup. Why let him go for nothing, bro? It just didn't make no sense. What he meant to this team as far as a big body red zone, can stretch the field, jump up and get those 50-50 balls. We like, all right, what they seen in camp, TeSlaa is making plays. Tim Patrick is slow stroking it. He's a veteran, knocking the rust off. You get rid of him, and then you just like, TeSlaa's just going to play cleanup. It's just some of the things they do, it don't make sense. And a lot of the developmental players that they draft, they can't stay healthy. You know what I'm saying? So it's confusing because now, you down targets and Sam Laporta. J-Mo and Goff don't have a connection. I don't think they will ever have a good connection. All right? You got rid of Tim Patrick. And then, Goff and TeSlaa ain't started to form a connection because they ain't had enough reps. And again, it's just too much going on, bro. offensive line transitioning, offensive coordinator transitioning, receiving core transitioning. Like, come on now. It's beyond me. It really is, man. So once you start dissecting and looking at everything that they're doing, it's like, you know, these are the type of the things that's hurting the team. Why trade all these picks for these guys and they can't stay healthy, or you don't have a plan for them? Like, what's the plan for TeSlaa then? Why move up in the third round and take them? Now, maybe 2-3 years down the line, you know, we get an answer. We get the answer. Right now, oh, you've been saying y'all gonna get him more and more involved. J-Mo's non-fucking existence. He's non-existent. Other than a fucking over route, that's it. St. Brown dropping balls. Could be a wrist injury, we don't know. Laporta out of there. If you watch that game Sunday, the only people they can get the ball to is Gibbs and Amon-Ra St. Brown. So it might click in your head to say, okay, let's start giving the ball to David Montgomery. I mean, you had Brock Wright screaming across Jared Goff's face, wide open for a touchdown. He didn't fucking see him. Didn't look for him because he wasn't Sam Laporta. For you to have a rapport with Jared Goff, you have to be punctual and on time. And if you ain't doing everything perfect, if the blocking ain't perfect, the route ain't perfect, your break ain't perfect, you know what I'm saying? You getting in and out that break ain't perfect. Even though his balls ain't perfect, no diddy. You know what I'm saying? You still have to be perfect to make up for his deficiencies. And nobody's talking about that. It takes too long for him to form a connection. And I bring this up all the time. With St. Brown, he didn't turn St. Brown up his rookie year. Tim Boyle did. He got knocked out. He got knocked out the game. I think it was the Steelers game. And Tim Boyle is the one that actually started throwing the ball to Amon-Ra St. Brown. That's how it happened. That's exactly how it happened. That's exactly how it happened. And, you know, Tim Boyle and him start heating up, like the Atlanta game, I think it was. Amon-Ra rookie year, they start heating it up in the Atlanta game. And that's how he did. Goff didn't really get St. Brown turned up. That's a fact. That was Tim Boyle. So, you know, these are type of issues and issues that we have and with the Detroit Lions, and nobody talking about Goff. You talking about the inability to be mobile. You know what I'm saying? But also you talk about how hard it is for him to form connections with everybody else. Him and Khalifa's cool, but Khalifa's a trinket player. You know what I'm saying? He'll make some plays here and there, but at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? He probably having a hard time connecting with TeSlaa that way. And like, everybody has to conform to Jared Goff for Goff to be successful. You know, you have to accept his flaws, his deficiencies. You know what I'm saying? But he can't accept yours. You know? There's been guys that he clicked with. DJ Shark, he clicked with. Tim Patrick, he clicked with. 2 receivers that's 6'4" taller. So in your brain, you think, and that's why they got TeSlaa. Oh, I got another 6'4", 6'3" athletic receiver. Goff likes bigger targets. Laporta. This is why he struggled with St. Brown. Not St. Brown, but Jamison Williams. St. Brown is so punctual and so structured. That's why he works so well with him. Tight end is always a quarterback's best friend. That's the first thing a quarterback can throw to, a big, strong, physical target that can block out. So these are the deficiencies that nobody talking about, bruh. He have an issue forming connections with like 50, 60% of the receivers on the team. But hey, it is what it is, or it is what it ain't. Hit the link in the description. Follow me on Facebook, X, Instagram, Kick, Twitch, the whole 9. Appreciate the love and support. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. Peace.